6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cultural Vibes Radio, uplifting Caribbean culture worldwide. Cultural Vibes Radio.
Them a go tell you festival fast. Can't get Culture Vibes Radio station from out of the race. They never know, but them know now. Them know too late. Cultural vibes gone through the gate.
So the people that you wanna sell on a powder. When it comes to Cultural Vibes Radio, Shabba say big it up.
It's Cultural Vibes Radio. Cultural Vibes Radio is brought to you by CV Media.
Yes, great King. How you doing, man?
Yeah, man. Respect, you know.
Man, it's been many years I've been observing, following and listening to you and the great sounds and music that you contribute to the Jamaica music fraternity.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
really proud of that.
Yeah, man. No respect, you know.
How have you been doing? And what beautiful music are you getting to unleash on us in the future?
Well, you know, right now, I'm not in the studio now. I'm just doing, like, concerts locally in Jamaica. And I have, next month I got, a Central America tour coming up. June, I have the American tour coming up in June. I got, a London, UK tour coming up. Europe, I have a European tour coming up, I have an African tour coming up. So, you know, I'm still doing the music, you know.
Yeah, man, I'm so proud, man. I remember back in the days listening to you on the radio. And I think one time I caught you in a dance hall. I'm not, the brain is kind of a little bit foggy right now. But the first time I listening to you and I was blown away. I'm like, whoa, this man here got the real deal, you know?
True.
So basically you're just touring and celebrating all the good work that you have been doing over the years.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. The music that is being produced nowadays in Jamaica, what's your take on it?
Well, I can tell you that most of them is rubbish. You know, they are disposable music. A lot of them, you know. The only young artist I see doing some good reggae is like Busy Signal, Chronic, people like Sizzler, Roman Virgo, Christopher Martin, you know?
Yeah.
That's how, you know, the rest of them, you know, the rest of them want to be like Puff Daddy and be like what that guy with Beyonce, what's his name? What that guy with that rapper with Beyonce?
Hey, Yellowman. I want to inject a brother here, DJ Terry, in the conversation because this man here is very wise behind his ears, and I know he got some very important questions to ask you also.
Yeah, man.
Yes, King Yellow. Good night.
Yes, my virgin, yes.
Yeah, welcome to the Vibes, man. We really appreciate you coming in on tonight and hanging out with us, and we really appreciate that, man. So much love. So tell us a little about how you got involved in DJing, because I know you started way back when in I believe the late 70s. Is that correct?
Right.
And
well, it's coming like I would say automatical type of entry in the entertainment business because this is a thing what I love, you know. And I found out that from my childhood days, I found out that this is a gift from the Almighty. to entertain people. You know, so I think I know my purpose.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, there's a lot of challenging with it, come with it. But all those challenges make me strong, you know, because while starting out in the music business, I go to a lot of studio in Jamaica and I will get turned out. You know, they turn me away, some discriminate me.
Now, was that because you were
you know,
is that because you're albino? That's why the term they refer to it as.
Yeah.
Because
that's one of the
that's
one of the big reasons, you know.
Yeah, so that was a huge fight for you because I mean, you know, growing up especially back then in Jamaica, I mean that. I mean, matter of fact, you're DJing a lot of your songs that even your mother disowned you. So.
Right.
I can't imagine that was a big struggle back then growing up.
Yeah, big story, you know, because a lot of things happened in that time, you know, because you know, I'm a orphan, you know that.
Right, because you grew up in the Catholic orphanage, is that correct?
Yes, I grew up in a lot of orphanage home like Alpha Board School, Maxwell Park Children Home, Silver Cell, even Died Home, you know. So I know the drill, you know. But all of that makes me strong, you know. That's what keeps me going until now, you know.
Now, talk about a little bit about the cancer, because I believe it was it 82 that they first diagnosed you with skin cancer?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and what was that like, that experience when, I mean, your career was just about to kick off, and all of a sudden they come and say, you have skin cancer. Tell us how that went for you. I mean, you must have been devastated at that time.
It was a big disappointment with the career-wise, you know, but I'm a survivor, so I know I will bounce back, you know?
Right.
I mean, yeah, because the first surgery in 83, the doctors give me like 3 more years to live, you know? And that was 83, and now is 2013, you know? So I know the master God have a hand in my life,
right?
On me, you know, and I know the fans, a lot of fans, giving their prayer and support, you know.
If you just tune in, you listen to Cultural Vibes Radio, talking with the original king of dancehall, King Yellowman, right here on Cultural Vibes Radio, 1420 AM. So no, King Yellow, let's talk a little bit about your first album release in 82. Who were some of the producers you worked with? Now, I think it was Zunga Zunga Zen, right? Was that the big hit, the first album you actually released, or?
No, that was the first album. The first album release was Mad Over Me.
Mad Over Me, right, correct, right.
Yeah. And the other one is One Yellowman in the World. And then you have Dopey Gunman. Then you have Zungu Zungu Zen. Then you have 2 to 6.
Super Mix.
You have, you know, and all those albums come after, you know, like Nobody Move, Nobody Get Hurt, Galang, 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 Body Move, you know, Mr. Chin, you know, and all those albums, you know.
Because I imagine, I mean, at that time your career was skyrocketing, and I mean, I think, wasn't there something with Grace Ketchup back in the days when I think you DJ'd that song there?
Because when I do Grace Jamaican Ketchup, that company, they stop advertise that product because it was selling. They don't advertise it no more. Up till now, they don't advertise it. Yeah, they stop. They stop because of the growth it brings, you know? Yeah.
And this is why I want Atlanta to understand who we're talking to. We're talking to the veteran. There can only be one king of the dancehall. It's King Yellowman. It's not no bounty killer, that no beanie man, as a lot of you young youths know nowadays, and Vibes Cartel. This is the guy who actually started the whole thing, a trendsetter in the dancehall industry. Talk to us a little bit about how it was for you, Yellow. What's the difference have you seen? You know, when you were growing up, you know, coming up in the dancehall versus today. What's lacking? Is there still a dancehall where people can go enjoy themselves today?
I think now people, the young people begin to go listen to the old school type of dancehall now, you know, because you know in life you have to know the history and you have to know if you don't know where you're coming from, you don't know where you're going.
Right.
You know, because you would know your history. So I think they start to teach that at the universities and in the college and the music school, you know. You know, the music start and where it's coming from, you know?
Right. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in, listen to Cultural Vibes Radio, talking with the original veteran and king of dancehall, King Yellowman. And so, no, Yellow, how's everything? Have you been doing a lot of tours recently, or what's going on with your career right now? Or are you just chilling out and just relaxing?
No, man. I got a tour coming up, you know, because I got America, I got Central America, I got North and South America, I got the United States of America, I got Canada, I got Africa and England coming up, and I got in the summer, July, I got Europe coming up, you know. You know, so I got all those tours coming up, you know.
Now, of all the concerts you've done over the years, I mean, which one that stands out that you could remember? Which was it in Jamaica? Was it overseas? Which one that just you can always remember that was the big one?
But see, the one that stands out for me is 80.
Okay.
You know, and I'm going to say it not because of the attendant and not because of the performance, but because of the state of the concert, you know, because I end up doing only 4 songs because of every song I do on that concert is a fight.
Right.
I don't know if they get the kick. I don't know if they get a kick out of it. But you know, every song I do that day, that night on that concert, they start fight. I do Zungu Zungu then everybody start fight. I do Married in the Morning, everybody start fight, you know? So it end up that the authorities they stop the show, they stop the concert. You know, so that was the most outstanding one for me.
That you can remember. No, I don't know. A lot of art, like hip hop artists, they've sampled a lot of your tracks over the years. A lot of them. KRS-One, just to name, KRS-One, Notorious B.I.G., Tupac Shakur.
Yeah.
How do you feel when you see a lot of these rappers are using some of your music? I mean, does that make you feel like, wow, I'm already out there. People are actually sampling my music, so I must mean something in the dancehall or reggae industry, that matter.
Yeah. You know, first of all, before I answer that question, must let the listeners know that the hip-hop culture,
right,
coming from the dancehall, the reggae dancehall culture.
True. So true.
Well, people don't know that, because they are the one who take the dancehall culture, because you can remember from Randy MC,
Right.
you know, because I remember when I signed the contract with CBS, I remember Russell Simmons bring Randy MC in the studio, and we do that music together, you know, roots rock reggae, you know.
Right. And just let me just interject there a sec. If you don't know, King Yellowman was the first DJ to ever been signed to a major American label, which was Columbia Records. So.
Right.
Hey,
True.
Yellowman, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Which artist inspired you?
Seriously, I listen to a lot of artists, lot of artists, both local and foreign, from Bob Marley to Peter Tosh, Jacob Miller, Dennis Brown. Yeah.
In your field, your line of work,
Yeah.
which DJ, well, let's say it that way, inspired you?
I can't say inspired. You know, I only can say that this is a talent that I'm born with, you know, because while coming up in this music business, I don't sound like anybody else. I sound like me.
Right.
You know, me, King Yellowman. I sound like me.
I mean, a lot of people inspires me too over the years, but that doesn't mean I talk like them. You know, I come with my original sound, and I know for a fact that you is a dancehall king in this business here, and you have your own original sound. You know,
True.
but at the same token, somebody inspires me. I was just wondering, you know, which artist per se inspired
What
you.
I'm saying, I listen to everybody's music.
Uh-huh.
That's where I get the inspiration from, you know.
Yeah.
I'm inspired by a lot of different music, you know, like rock, roots rock reggae, R&B, hip-hop, soul music, hard rock, you know. So, you know, I inspired by a lot of them, you know.
Now,
Because,
go ahead.
Because it's that this music called I'm Getting Married in the Morning. It comes from a movie called My Fair Lady. You understand? A lot of people don't know that. You understand? Yeah, so, you know, I'm inspired by a lot of music. Everybody, because I listen to Michael Jackson, the Jackson 5. I listen to James Brown. I listen to Little Richard. I listen to the Doobie Brothers. The Blues Brothers. I listen to James Brown. I listen to Sam Cooke. I listen to everybody, you know.
Now, at one point, you were, you know, a lot of people. You were getting a lot of, you know, I guess, fight in terms of the lyrics that you were, you were actually writing and stuff like that. They were saying it's, you know, it was a lot of, you know, nastier lyrics back in the days when you actually DJing, you know.
Yeah.
How did you feel about that at the time? Was that what your goal was to, you know, get attention or by writing those type of lyrics, or what was it?
No, to me it was just entertainment, you know. It's not like I'm discriminating against anybody, whether man or a woman, you know. It just was a part of my entertainment, you know. People love it, and up till now people love it because I still do it. But more so, when I'm doing it, I do it in a clean way.
Right.
But in the days, it was like a grosser way, you know. But I do it in like a clean way, no. If I to say S, I don't say F. I say S.
I'm telling you, man. King Yellowman right here on Cultural Vibes Radio. Now you say you have some tours coming up. You're still touring. You're still touring. Your band is Sagitaros is the name of the band. Is that correct?
Yeah, man. Same man.
Same band.
I have to keep the sound, you know.
Right. Now, were you pretty close to Gregory Isaac, or did you ever perform with Gregory? I'm sure you did.
That's my good man. That's my good friend.
Mm-hmm.
I went to the funeral. I went to the church.
Mm-hmm.
I do a concert for Gregory.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, Gregory was my good friend. Yeah? And you know, I do song with Gregory also.
Right.
Yeah, you know?
And it seems like we're losing a lot of the great artists. I mean, Gregory passed away. We had, of course, Sugar Minot that recently
Yeah,
went.
man, we got a lot of big pieces of reggae.
Mm-hmm.
Pieces of reggae move out in the last few years, you know, because recently we got a DJ called Captain Barkey, you know?
Right, Captain Bride, right. The whole sad incident there with Captain Barkey, yeah. So.
Right, you know, so, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, it's life, you know?
Right.
No one predict life, you know?
Well, King Yellow, we wish you all the best, man. I want to thank you for coming on the Vibes. Is there anyone you want to big up here in the Atlanta area?
No, just pick up all the people in Atlanta, you know? All the Jamaicans, all the Americans, people from Africa, you know, all the people from Hawaii, people from Brazil, all the Caribbean people, Trinidad, Tobago, Barbados, Bahamas, Jamaica, you know, St. Lucia, Guyana, St. Kitts, people from Aruba, Curacao, St. Martin, you know, Suriname, Guadeloupe, Martinique, all over, you know, 7 continents, 7 seas. No mistake, I love them, you know.
Yeah, man. King Yellowman.
But you know,
Yes.
I don't perform in Atlanta. Years now. Years.
Well, you hear that, promoters? We have to bring King Yellowman down here in Atlanta, so make sure you want to start contact management and get King Yellowman down here.
I want to do that, you know.
Yeah, man, we need the good music, man, and of course.
I covered here as Florida, you know.
Right.
But no Atlanta, you know.
All right, King Yellowman right here on Cultural Vibes Radio. Once again, King Yellow, much love, and thank you once again for coming on to the Vibes, you know.
Yeah, man, no respect, you know, I'm big up Vibes program, you know, no respect,